Hey everyone, it's Amy here and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another battle of the makeup products. Today is going to be battle of the cream contour palettes. I figured I would go ahead and do this because I've done a review on the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting palette maybe a month or so ago. I really enjoyed this palette and then I went ahead and picked up the brand new Hourglass Illume Sheer Color Trio that came out just last week because I was picking up the ambient lighting correcting primer at the same time and I figured I would go ahead and try it because I'm always on the hunt for a really good cream product. Since I don't really like cream products all that much, I'm always on the hunt to find like the one best one that I can finally have in my collection and really enjoy. So I had picked up both of these. I thought I would go ahead and do a little comparison video for you guys because they do kind of vary a lot, whether it was price and size and quality and things like that. So the first thing I want to do is go ahead and tell you a little bit about these products. I will leave a link down below to the original reviews that I did in case you guys want really specific details and my, overall thoughts on the products. But for Makeup Forever, you do get 4 different shades in here. You get a contour, you get a blush, you get kind of like a, not a highlighter, they're calling it an illuminator, and then one's a highlighter. So you could almost use this as like a concealer or a illuminator and then one as a highlighter. So this does retail for $45 and they do come in 4 different color shades. I do have the lightest shade, which is number 20. I believe there's a shade 30, 40, and maybe 50. I think that's the shades, but they go all the way from very, very light like me all the way to very, very, very dark. So I think the color selection is awesome when it comes to these. Now you do get a total of, let's see, each of these are 2.5 grams. So a total of 10 grams for $45 is the Makeup Forever one. Now for Hourglass, it is $62, but before you're like, oh my god, that's like way expensive, you do get quite a bit of product in here. So you get 17 grams in here for $62 compared to Makeup Forever, which is 10 grams for $45. Now this is the only shade that they have in the Hourglass palette. I'm not sure if they're coming out with any others. My guess is maybe this is the only one coming out. I would be very shocked if they started to release a bunch more. That would be awesome if they did, but at the moment this is the only palette that they have. So now I will zoom you up close and show you each of these up close and side by side and we will get to swatching. Here is what the Hourglass Illume Sheer Color Trio palette looks like in the colors. Then let me show you the Makeup Forever one up close. So here is what the Makeup Forever shade number 20 looks like. And then let me compare them for you right here because they do look quite similar as far as the highlighters and the blush. So this one right here is Hourglass and this one right here is the Makeup Forever. So there are the 2 bronzers swatched together. Now they are extremely different. This one right here is the Makeup Forever one, which is definitely much more cool tone rich chocolatey brown, and this one is a much more warm orangey undertone kind of bronzer. Now I won't say like, ooh, one's warm, one's cold, that sucks, because I do have number shade 20 in Makeup Forever. So I can't say if any of the other 3 palettes would be closer to this, but as far as the formula goes, the Makeup Forever one is much more compact and a little bit more stiff, whereas the Hourglass one is very, very creamy and oily. Even though it dries to a satin finish, it dries very quickly, but it's a very, very wet and like swipes, really easily and moves around at first. So this one right here is the Hourglass blush and this one right here is the Makeup Forever one. You can see the Hourglass one has a little bit more oil and shine to it. These are almost identical though. They're very, very close in color. I would say the Makeup Forever one right here has a little bit more of an orangey kind of undertone, whereas this one has a little bit more of a rose undertone, a little bit more pink to it, but I mean essentially they're pretty darn close. So this one right here is the Hourglass one, which is a beautiful champagne color. Right here is kind of the illuminator or what you could use as a concealer from the Makeup Forever. And then this one is also the highlighter from the Makeup Forever one. You can see this one and the Hourglass one are fairly close, but the Hourglass one has a little bit more of a gold undertone, where this Makeup Forever one has a little bit more of a white undertone. So that one is Hourglass. Then we have the one that could be a concealer or illuminator from Makeup Forever, and then the Makeup Forever highlighter. So once swatched, they're extremely close to true highlighters, very, very close. And I will say that the formula is exactly the same on it because the highlighter in the Hourglass palette is not creamy and super, super velvety and creamy like the other 2, the bronzer and the blush. It's much more similar to the formula of the Makeup Forever when it comes to that. Both are beautiful, but I do think that the Hourglass one has a little bit more pigmentation to it. So overall, I think it's kind of a personal decision. I think they are both great palettes. My personal opinion, I'm gonna keep the Makeup Forever one and I'm gonna return the Hourglass one just because I don't personally like the Hourglass bronzer on myself. It's just a little too tan. It makes me look a little unnatural and it's a little too warm for my preference. If this fits for you though, I think the formula is amazing on here. This is actually my preferred formula over the Makeup Forever one. I think they're so creamy and easy to work with. You can sheer them out, you can build them up, like they work with your fingers, they work with brushes, they work with beauty blenders. Like I really enjoy the formula of these. However, this one is really, really great as well. So this is the one I'm gonna be keeping just because the color match is better for me. Let's assume these were like the same exact shade. I probably would pick the Hourglass one. I really do like it. I like the compact. It's pretty. I do like the fact that you can see this one. So this is a hard battle, you guys, because they're both really good and it's gonna be personal preferences as far as money, your skin color, your skin, you know, type. Like, do you want to see the product? Do you not want to? Like, stuff like that. This one is truly going to come down to personal preference because I think both of these are great and you cannot go wrong with either. So I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison video and getting to see the swatches next to each other and kind of the differences between each of the palettes, and hopefully you found this video helpful. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section down below if you tried any of these palettes at this point or if you guys are wanting to run out and go get one of them. I would love to hear your guys' thoughts and your opinions on which one you like better. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!